Hey everybody, I'm Nick from here and welcome back to 7 Billion Humans. We are looking at the sorting floor. So, I've been thinking about this one, and the biggest problem is that it's sort in place. Like, I've been thinking about sorting it in place. But that gets really hard because as at the end of the last episode, I was trying to center somebody here and then hand things back. But we've got exactly enough spots to sort it over here and put it back, and I think that might be the way to go. But the problem is everybody working in tandem is not going to work. So we just want to work with one person. Oh, that's right. I was thinking if we put one person in the center, they could check everything around them. But that doesn't really work because you can't, like, so I can't, like, for each direction and then have, like, this one and this one. Like, that'd be really cool if I could, like, for each direction twice. But it doesn't work. Like, if I could have two and compare two next to each other, I'd be golden. Kind of. Because you still can't check. For each direction doesn't let you check the middle. So, what we want to do is we want to have one person doing all the sorting. I think. I still think that's true, because trying to multitask all of this just is a bad plan. So, I think I found if that equals a whole, could just do that. Okay, yeah, that means we only have one guy. And that's this guy right here. So how do we do this? So this guy needs, if we find the lowest one and put it somewhere. So we're going to set memory 1 equal to there, because we know that's the start. And then we just need to scan through everything. So how are we going to scan through everything? Step to the left, and then we're going to want to make our loop. We're going to make our loop here. So he's standing there, and then we do step up. Actually, we want him. We want him to pick that up. So he's going to be standing here with that picked up. We might be able to refine where this loop starts, but I'm not worried about it just yet. So he's standing here, he's holding this. And then he goes... Well, no, he doesn't need to hold it. Want memory 2 equal to... What's above him? Right. Step up. If memory 2... I should really set this to be memory 4. Just because memory 4 is like the last thing we're going to be using. So if memory 1 is less than actually, why don't we just step him to the center? Yeah, I like that better. Sorry, we step him up. Step him up. Step him up. The thing I have to remember is that this doesn't work the way that I want it to. So, I actually need to figure out if I can use this the way that I want to. So then, if my direction equals a data cube, we're going to set memory 1 equal to where we are. Otherwise, we do this. If memory 1 is data cube, we jump. So this sets our current data cube. So basically, if we go for each direction here, if it equals, we set it to where we are, because for each direction doesn't hit that. Then we do this, and then we go for each direction, that, and we do this one as memory 2. We set this one as memory 1 so that it overwrites where we are, or it's just stored there. That way, if it does happen to equal data cube, we can just jump out, and we don't have to worry about setting memory 1 to whatever this is. It just saves us one instruction. So for each direction as memory 2, if memory 2 is less than memory 1, set memory 1 equal to memory 2. And that runs through the whole thing, and since we started with the center, it's cool. So we then pick up oh, see, now this is an interesting problem. How do we get back to the center? There's a thing that we could do here, and the problem is it has to do with this, whether or not this breaks. Because I could say set memory 3 equal to where we are. Actually, wait. I actually need to check something. So pickup can go in any direction. So if I say pick up memory 1, how does this work? Something's broken. I did something bad. Wow, it ran that just like instantly. Okay, so it does move to pick up memory 1. So that's annoying. So if memory 1 is not where we are, set memory 3 equal to where we are. Pick up memory 1. Else, pick up where we are set memory 3 equal to where we are. So this is a little bit weird, but if I can save an instruction, if I can save an instruction to get us back to the center, it saves us having to figure out where we need to go. But then we step to memory 4, because that's where we stored this. We drop if to the right equals nothing. We set memory 4. That's the next place that we're going. Whoops, we set memory 4 equal to that next spot. Else, assuming the only other step is there, we step left and set memory 4 equal to there. So that means if we are here, we'll step left and store this one. And then I've found a problem. We don't know when we're done. We don't know when we're done. Okay, we can figure that out. We can figure that out. Memory 4. And then we step to memory 3. I do need to know if this works. The problem is I don't know if this is going to work. But if it does, we step to memory 3 and we start over here. And ideally this will pull everything out in a sorted order to this. Son of a bitch. You can step to nothing. Okay, so that strategy doesn't work. That's super annoying. But we can solve it. We can solve it. We can solve it. I know how we can solve it. So this is when we've picked it up. So if memory 4 is nothing, if memory 4 is absolutely nothing, because we haven't stored it yet, then we step down. If where we are doesn't equal nothing. So ideally this is only on the first one, so there won't be any empty holes until we hit here. So we step down until there's nothing. No, I want you outside the else. Then we step left. Oh, no, we actually have to... Because he could be right there and that would kill him. If to the left equals nothing. Step left. After that, we drop, and then we set memory 4 equal to where we are. So this changes slightly differently. So if else, we step to memory 4, if to the right equals nothing, this is going to have to change a little bit. Otherwise, this is about correct. So if the right equals nothing, step right, drop, and set memory 4 equal to where you are. So you're basically, we're storing where we placed the last one, and we're going there. So if to the right isn't nothing, i.e. it's a hole, we're going to step left, step down, and we can actually do this. There's a problem. We have a problem. I can't accurately get back to the center. I can't accurately get back to the center. Fuck. So if we ever move the middle one, we can't use step this. We can't use step to memory 3. So we can't do that. We have to find another way. So this doesn't work. This doesn't work. Oh, that's really annoying. How do we do this? Well, let's assuming this works. If we assume this works, we can replace this later with code that does work. This will only work when the middle number is the highest number, unfortunately. I really hate that you can't step to nothing. That's really annoying, actually. Okay, well, I thought of a way that we could maybe do this, but either way, this will keep looping, and it'll put them all in order down here. So what happens, or we find out when we try to set memory 3. Well, so here's the thing, we don't have to set memory 3. Or sorry, we do have to set memory 1. And it's, okay, right here is where we set the initial one. So right in here is when they've all been taken. So there, we step to memory 4. So basically, we'll be standing right here. And then we have to come up with a loop. So, pick up where you are. Step up. It's always 3, right? Drop. Step down. If below you no, that doesn't work. Shit. We need to like do this in reverse. It's the easiest way, because we do want to step up, but the problem is we need a trigger to like go down all the way. So we pick this one up and we go all the way up. Then we've got 3 in a row, and that's hard to detect how far we need to go. I guess if you step down until it's empty below you. If below you is nothing. Sorry, if below you isn't nothing, keep stepping down. Because we're starting here. Here, I'm just going to defend against this because it doesn't actually cost anything. Wait. That doesn't work. Alright, so if below you doesn't equal nothing, and below you doesn't equal a hole, step down. Actually, we kind of want to do two different things here. Anyway, actually, no, we do want to do it. If below you equals nothing, or below you equals a hole, you go here. That's still not right. If below you equals a hole, and... No, that's not how this is going to work. No, 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 no. Drop. This drop. If above you is a hole, step left. So, because we're going to put this one first, then this one, then this one. And if above is a hole, we want to step left. That doesn't work. Because we can't step memory 4. We can't step memory 4. Ah! Because we can't actually store empty locations, which is terrible in how I think about memory. Oh, I hate this so much, but I want it to actually work before the end of this episode, even if it's not optimal. Alright, so we pick up where we are, we step up, we step up, we step up, we move up 3. We drop it. We move down until we see until nothing. If below you is nothing, we pick up, we step up 3. We do it again, step up 3. If above you is a hole, step left. These would all be empty at the time. Right, okay, so if where you are is a data cube and below you does not equal a data cube, that's when you pick up. I think this works. Unfortunately, we commit suicide at the end. So then we have the big problem of how this doesn't work. But we can see if this would work. That's funny. How did that break? Okay, for each... Okay, if that equals a data cube, set memory 1 to it. Cool. Oh. Right. That's how that breaks. That needed to be within the else. Right, everything in there needed to be within the else. Yes, okay, this is accurate. This is what we want. So that's a data cube. So we set it. Cool. For each direction is memory 2. We check if it is greater. Or sorry, if it's less than ours. And it appears to be doing it in... Oh, there's a second 3. Alright. So we're going to be able to lose some of this. Because we can't actually store this. Alright, so then... Oh, that's bad. Oh, right. Memory 4 is nothing. Oh, fine. Actually, that'll break if we get a 0. I can fix it. Either way, we're gonna end up with 0. Oh wait, no, never mind. If memory 4 equals 0, it's gonna break after this. We step down until here. You set memory 4. Cool. We set memory 3, which works for now. In fact, it's nope, we got a 96, so this isn't going to work. So it finds that there is it 29? So if memory 4 equals 0, which it does, so if memory 4 does not equal a data cube, that fixes our problem, by the way. So he's going to keep running through this. Okay. Step to memory 4. So this is going to work until there's no way for him to get back to the center. Oh, it's actually going to work for this one. So it's going to work, which is the dumb part. Or at least we're going to get everything to where it needs to go. This is good. We at least get to see our code, even though we know the flaw in it. Alright, so if that equals a data cube, it sets to 94. And then we do a bunch of checking for mem2. But we get a whole bunch of nothing. So yeah, setting it to nothing is really annoying. Oh yeah, this is where it breaks. Can't step to nothing. Alright, so our initial sort works, which is beautiful. But now we have to deal with this whole memory 3 thing. So, we can't actually use memory 3. We can't actually use it, at least not the way that I want to use it, because, god damn it. So, we have to figure out, in here, how to get back to the center, no matter where we are. I have an idea. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna work? So we can count. We can count how many we've done. And we can look to the left or right to see if we're next to a hole. So if that equals a hole, step right. If that equals a hole, step left. So we center ourselves. And then memory 2 is not in use here. So if we set memory 2 equal to... Oh, right, no, we want to calculate. We want to calculate memory 2 equals memory 3 divided by 3. Yes. So here it'll be 0, here it'll be 1, here it'll be 2. And oh no, here it'll be shit. No, we zero index it. What am I doing? We zero index it. That way it's 0, 1, 2 is our count. So drop. And then we, after doing this, we calculate memory 3 equals memory 3 plus 1. We don't need this set. Memory 2 equals memory 3 divided by 3. We set that. And then we hit an if loop, which eventually ends with us stepping up twice. So if memory 2 is greater than 0, step up, calculate memory 2 equals memory 2 minus 1. So we should end up right here and go up. We don't use memory 3 anywhere else. We don't need to do this anymore. Because it's all solved down here. Alright, let's see if this works. We're going to find out real fast. Oh, shit. Something went wrong at the start here. If that equals data cubes, set... Okay, cool. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind, that's the giant thing. Okay. For each direction... Oh, whoops. Right, we just needed to do this. That's all we needed to do. Because he just didn't pick anything up. So he finds the lowest one, which is 13. Picks up 13. He steps down. Steps down. Right. He drops it, and we set memory 4. Memory 2 is now 0. We increase memory 3. We step up twice, and we're back in the middle. Alright, the big one, we're basically going to want to check each and every one of these. I really wish you could set breakpoints. So we step to memory 4. We go right, we drop it. I think this is going to work just fine. I want to check the next row. If the next row works, then I'll set it loose and see what happens. Make sure we get back to the center long term. He finds the biggest one. Here's the center. It's 1. Steps up. Cool. So I think this is going to work. It's going to work at least until we drop everything back in the center, and we'll have gone 10 minutes over episode per usual. And then we're going to have to worry about optimizing this crap, which I don't know if I'm going to do right away, because this was tough, and we're at like 50 some odd calculations. I can't imagine. Okay, here's where the silly begins. Uh-oh. Something went wrong. We pulled this 13. Why did we pull the 13? What messed up? Okay. So memory 4 to 77. That's cool. Whoops. Steps left. Okay. So memory 2 is 1. We calculate that up to 6. So is it greater than 0? Yes, he steps up. He calculates it down. He steps up twice. The middle is not a data cube, so for each direction, if that equals a data cube, memory 1 is a data cube right now. Oh, that's the first time it was one. Gosh darn it. I was like, it's totally it. Alright. Okay, if memory 2 is less than memory 1... $90... Fix up 90... Step to that. That is nothing. Drop it off. Okay, so far it's... Okay, this is where it broke. That's a hole, so we step right. That's not a hole, so we don't step left. That's 2. We calculate that up to 7, because now we've stored 7 correctly. We step up. We subtract. Oh, that's why, because I'm a dumbass. There you go. Okay, this is the part where we're interested. So we go back to the center. We step up. We step up twice. We're now in the middle. So what's going to happen is now we're going to witness him not finding anything. So for each direction, we check. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we step to memory 4. We pick it up. We step up 3 times. We drop it. Above you is not a hole, so we do not step left. So instead we step down. If where we are is a data cube and below us does not equal a data cube, we would jump all the way back up here. But instead we jump to here, so we step down again. We meet it. Oh, we didn't pick up. Shit. We were so close. Oh, this is brutal, though. I don't think we're going to be optimal in either. Because this is slow. Okay, well that clearly worked. And we stepped left. Woohoo! 48. Wow, okay, so we're only 10 commands off. And we are seconds. We are seconds. Like 2 away from optimal speed. Alright, I'm sure that I can find a better way to optimize speed here. There has to be. But that is going to be for next episode. We're going to have to knock off 10... Okay, this went a lot better than I had initially expected it ever could. So I'm going to take that, and we're just going to hope that in the end it ends up working out okay. Because I think this is a great place to start. This is a great place to start. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you next time as we try and optimize this train wreck. But until then, keep your gears turning.